Hey winners, what's good? Welcome and welcome back to this channel. If this is the first time you're watching a video of mine, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every single time that I upload. If you're an oldie and you've come back to watch this face of mine, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Would you believe me if I told you that I actually filmed this video yesterday and for some strange reason the whole file became corrupted, so I'm now having to do it again. Anyway, I'm on camera today with dry skin because I'm about to show y'all how I do my makeup. For some strange reason, people have been requesting this video. I think I have done something similar before. However, it is what it is. My skin's currently dry as hell. Fresh out the shower, I've moisturized my body, but I left my face for the purpose of showing y'all how the process starts from the beginning for me. When it comes to makeup, very basic babe over here. I personally think that for my face, less is more, so I tend to do the very least. Firstly, I like to go in and hydrate my skin with Revolution's Skin Hyaluronic Acid. It looks like this. I've been using this for a good couple of years. It's very great to moisturize or hydrate your skin, I should say. And like back in the day, I used to really shy away from products that would moisturize my skin because I have combination skin, and in my head I thought that using moisturizing products or products that hydrate would make it worse, but actually it's the complete opposite. Like if your skin is oily, dry, yada yada, it needs hydrating products. So yeah, y'all can see the difference already. Like I was ashy before I came on camera. Now little bit of this, all good to go. Then I'm gonna go and moisturize my face with SPF. I currently use Garnier's 50+ fluid SPF. It looks like this. I think this is an exceptional dupe to, is it La Roche-Posay's one, the liquid fluid one, and it's way cheaper than the La Roche one, so I've been using this one. What I like to do is I just like to put a little bit. It's very light, so you know your skin can breathe. Moisturizing your skin before you do your makeup is really important. Do not skip the step of moisturizing it. So there you are. As you can see, it's black girl friendly. It doesn't leave you with a white cast, which is one of the many things that I love about it. You can wear it underneath your makeup. You can just go out and wear it like this. On days when I don't wear makeup, literally I'll do this, pour lip balm, go out and be all good. Now primer. So for primer, I'm going to use Hourglass, which looks like these. My camera doesn't want to focus. This is why I couldn't be a beauty content creator, because I'll need all these fancy lenses and all of that. I'm not gonna lie, Hourglass is expensive in my opinion. It cost me £20 for an 8 ml bottle, but when I tell you this is the best primer I've ever used. When I use this primer, I do not have to touch up my makeup for the whole day. I don't touch it up. It's amazing. You can use it by itself, or you can be like me and be a little bit extra, and I'm going to show you what I do after I use it. I literally just use one pump. One pump is more than enough. And then what I'd like to do with my fingers, I just like to kind of disperse it, predominantly focusing on like my oily areas, which is like my T-zone, and then everywhere else. So that's more than enough. And then just rub it in. What I will say is, if you are black and of white complexion or darker, if you use too much, you will get a little bit of a white cast. However, do not be alarmed. It does not affect your makeup appearance. So, once that's all rubbed in, I'm not gonna lie, I allow for it to sit in my skin for at least anywhere between a minute to 3 minutes, just for it to really go in. Now when you're using this specific primer, after you've let it sit in for about 1 to 3 minutes, you can just continue the rest of your makeup. However, I am extra. I do like that little bit more protection, so I'm gonna go in with Laura Mercier's translucent powder. I think it's one of the best setting powders out there, to be honest. I don't use too much. Just put a little bit on my beauty sponge, and then again I just apply a little to the areas that I know can get a little bit oily, basically. It does leave a little bit of a white cast that you might be able to see, but again, it doesn't affect your makeup. When it comes to beauty sponges, I don't care for brands. I get cheap and cheerful ones from Primark for about £2.50 for I think 3 or 4 in it. Now for foundation, we are going to use my holy grail Estee Lauder in the color Deep Spice, which is 7W1. I absolutely adore this foundation. It's great quality. I just love it so much. I do believe that this color is probably a shade darker than me, but I would rather my foundation be a shade darker than me than lighter, because at least if it's darker I could kind of slightly correct it, but if it's lighter then I just look like an horizontal ghost. I also recently decided to invest in the pump. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit like irritating because the foundation itself is pricey. I think it's about £37.50, right? And then you've got to spend £5 on the pump, which I personally think is exceptionally cheeky. However, what I will say is since getting the pump, I feel like it helps for me to be able to use less product. I like the fact that you can lock and unlock it as well, and also the pump is reusable, so I guess long term wise it makes sense. I also was cheeky and I waited until there was a sale to buy the pump, but that's just me. And what I also like to do, so I've used 2 pumps as you can see, I also like to then use a bit of NYX or NYX depending on how you want to say it, Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. I think the color just says L104 is what I use, and I just like to add a little bit. I hope too much will come up here, but I like to just add a little bit on each side, and it just adds a nice cheeky little glow that I like. I then like to use a setting spray, so I'm going to be using Revolution Sports Fix Long Hold Fixing Setting Spray. One of my favorite setting sprays. It's very affordable. I think it's like £6 or £7. So I put some on my face. Yeah, y'all can see I use this a lot, and then I spray it onto my beauty sponge, and then I blend. When it comes to dispersing my foundation, I prefer using a sponge compared to a brush, because I feel like sponges just give me more of a natural coverage. I don't like how it looks when using a brush, but I know that a lot of people like to say, oh, if you're using a sponge, it does consume a lot more product, which is probably true. I mean, look at my sponge. But nevertheless, for me, I just prefer it. Now for eyebrows, I'm gonna use Revolution's, I think it's called Micro Pencil in the color dark brown. How it looks like is you've got this part where you just do this pencil part, which I really like, and then you've also got the spoolie. And what I like to do, normally my eyebrows, I like to thread them. I thread my eyebrows maybe like once a month. They need doing right now, so you know, to line them up is going to be a little bit more work, but it is what it is. So yeah, with the spoolie I just like to like brush my eyebrows upwards, and then when I'm, you know, drawing or filling in my eyebrows, I just draw up. I don't know what my camera's doing, but I just wheel it up a little bit, and then what I like to do is I just like to just draw light lines. The thing with my makeup is I don't want anything to be harsh. I don't like harsh makeup, so everything that I do makeup wise, I want it to look natural. So then I just kind of just fill it in, basically. Try to just have it look as natural as possible, and then I'll do the same for the other side. So this is how my eyebrows are looking like. I think they look pretty good, to be honest, for somebody that needs their eyebrows being threaded. And what I like to do is I then like to go in with concealer. So I'm going to be using Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the color chestnut. Looks like this. Honestly, one of the best concealers that I have used. I think it's absolutely sensational. It's a little bit thick in consistency. You just need a tiny, teeny, little teensy bit. And I just like to put a little dot under my eyebrows, just like that. That's all you need. See? I don't conceal under my eyes. Maybe on an odd occasion I do, but personally what I've noticed is I don't like how concealer looks under my eye. I don't feel like I need concealer under my eye. Sometimes I do it just to kind of brighten it up and say it a little bit, but then at the end of the day I just don't like how it looks. I'm gonna be going in with Fenty Beauty's Mocha Mummy. It looks like this. It's one of my favorite products. Like, it's my holy grail. It's how it looks like. And what I like to do, this is a Primark brush as well. Ain't no fancy brushes, very basic. I just use it on my cheek to add a little bit of color. So it's like a brownie ready color that I can't explain, but can y'all see already? So I guess you could say I use it like maybe a little bit as like a blusher, but then I also take it around my edges as well to give a little bit of shade. So I don't know, maybe it's indirect contouring, but it's not harsh, I suppose. With makeup, everything is about blending, blending, blending. You know, unless obviously you like your makeup looking, you know, a certain way. For me, I'm very obsessed with making sure that things just look blended out. Things look like skin. I also add a little bit to my nose as well. And notice how I still have the concealer just sitting under my eye. Under my eyebrow, sorry. The reason why is because with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, when you just allow it to sit on your skin, it just blends out so beautifully, and I just love how it looks. Now it's time to blend out the concealer under my eyebrows. I'm literally just using a very basic Primark little tiny brush, and all this concealer does is just kind of give the illusion that, you know, my eyebrows are fresh, even though we all know that they are not. But that's the beauty of makeup. Like, makeup is made up, do you know what I'm saying? Now, favorite part, setting spray, using the same Revolution Sport Fix. Just gonna set that with spray. It's time for eyelashes. So I don't wear lashes, I just use mascara. Benefits Bad Girl Bang mascara. I always tend to get the travel size one because the travel size one is cheaper, so it's a no-brainer for me. I love this mascara so much. It's my holy grail. I feel like it really lifts up your eyelashes. I'd even go as far as to say sometimes it gives the illusion that you might be wearing like natural falsies. Y'all see the difference? It's doing what needs to be done. So sometimes after I've done my mascara, what I then would like to do is then add a little bit of highlighter, put a little bit of highlight on my nose and a little bit on like the upper parts of my cheeks. However, I don't do that all the time. I'm not going to do that today. So what I am going to do, I'm sharing a little cheeky tip with y'all. Sometimes like when I have spots, for the most part y'all can see like my skin is relatively clear. However, obviously like currently on my period I have this one spot here and a weird one under my chin here. I like to create a beauty spot with like very micro eyeliners, like felt tip eyeliners. So for that I'm going to be using Rommel's Scandal Eyes Precision Micro Eyeliner. It's just black. Was it very black? I don't know. And all I like to do is I just like to create a cheeky spot like that. Y'all see it? So from afar it just looks like a beauty spot. And then if there's like any other spots around, because it's like you have the base, you have like the roundness of the spot, so when you create that dot it just looks like it's meant to be a beauty spot. Now it's time for my favorite part. So my favorite feature on my face is my lips. I love lip makeup, lipsticks. I've recently been getting into lip gloss thanks to Fenty Beauty. However, lips, yeah, for me it's like, I just feel like it just brings your face alive. It brings the look alive. Like, your lip makeup for me is make or break. Anyway, so gonna be using MAC's Night Moth lip liner to just line my lips. So this is actually my favorite lip combination at the moment. It was actually MAC's Chestnut lip liner, but I ran out time ago and had Night Moth, so here we go. And then for lipstick, I'm going to be using NYX Liquid Matte Lip Cream in the color Abu Dhabi. It looks like this. I feel like it's a gorgeous nude for my skin tone. It's my absolute go-to, so it's actually almost done. I need to get a new one. It's crazy how your makeup runs out all at the same time when funds are a bit low as well. Bloody hate it. Okay, so you just want it to create a nice little ombre look. Just add a little bit. Good. See how the colors work together? So I'm just gonna be running errands today, so I'm just gonna fling on some tracksuits and then show y'all the finished look, okay? So this is the final look now that I'm all dressed up. I say dressed up, but I'm literally just wearing tracksuits. Yeah, y'all that wanted to see my makeup looks, this is basically what it is. Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are. What did you enjoy most about this tutorial? Would you like to see me do other tutorials? I'm not gonna lie, even if I did other tutorials, it would more or less be the same because I've been using these products for a long time. Nothing really changes. But let me know your thoughts, feelings. If you also have any other video suggestions for me, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I want to thank you so much for watching this video as well and for the continuous love and support. Have a great day ahead, and until my next video, take care, be good.